Okay, we've got the live streaming back up. We've got a nice shot on goal there by Jay Thompson. 26 seconds left in the penalty kill from the, and then there's another penalty, delayed penalty going to the Durham Thundercats, and whistle is blown. So it looks like we're going to have 17 seconds of a 5-on-3 here.
Winterhawks penalty to number 7.
So Winterhawks penalty. 2 minutes for slashing.
5:01.
So 5 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Looks like that's going to be killed pretty easily, and then there'll be, so now there's 1:42 left in the penalty to Greg Tatey, and the Durham Thundercats are coming up. By the way, it's still tied 2-2. Nothing happened when we were having the Wi-Fi issues, so that's good. Blake Underwood's got it. He's alone on Derek Matheson, and he's got James McKegg with him, actually. Would have been a good opportunity to pass it across, but he took the shot instead, and it was kept out by Gatlin Burt. So there's 14 minutes and 14 seconds. That was a nice shorthanded try, though, with the two of them on that play. So there's a hard pass up to Ben Davis. The shot that was kept out by Blake Sinclair, and then another one is nice plays by him there. Nice defense. Kick back out. Another save. And now it's called. Sinclair's not very happy. His helmet's off, and they're still chopping in there.
We have a winning ticket for $640.
$640 for the 50-50.
The winning number is 766-4277. Blue ticket 766-4277. If you have that ticket, head on down to Gord's Pro Shop and pick up $640.
There you go. Sorry. It's back to where you can see it again. Sorry, I was saying to Doug, I was covering it up on the screen so he couldn't see where the video camera was showing. So we're back in the play. Cujo's trying to get it. It's a little caught up with his stick there. Comes across to Trumbull. Jacob Brown slowing him up. Stopped by Kaz, and he is able to clear the ice back out down into the Durham Thundercats. And 25 seconds left in Greg Tatey's penalty there. It's up to Sandercock. Kind of stopped there by Jacob Brown, and a clearing from Theo Peckman. Brent McDermott's not very happy. His stick got taken out there by Kevin Trumbull, and a little chirping and tussling over there.
All right, let's head back to those lucky
and it's definitely getting chippy down there. Turbo and
here in the third period.
Actually not sure who that is on the Durham team. Oh, it's Randy Cox. They were having a bit of a tussle. Just a little chirping happening.
And for a Winterhawks travel mode,
and there's 5 seconds in.
Program number is 1761.
5 seconds. 5 seconds left in the penalty. Credo gets it out. Penalty's almost done. Easy shot. Deflected by Blake Sinclair. Pops out. Blake Underwood is able to get it out to Brett McDermott. Nice, some fancy work, but just side to the side of the net, and Burt is able to jump on it and stop the play.
Sponsor of your Saugeen Shores Winterhawks, and they would like to remind you to go local when choosing your TV, internet, phone, and wireless services. Visit online at brucetelecom.com and on Facebook and Twitter. And we have one final winner in the Bruce Telecom prize packages. We would like to say congratulations to Don Cumming of Port Elgin.
Oh,
he takes home the final Bruce
so Alex Kearns made a nice tip there, and Brent McDermott tried to tip it in, but it was kept out by Burt. Smales was able to tip off that shot from Curtis Longland. It goes up into the net. 12 minutes and 26 seconds left in the third period, and it's still tied here 2-2. Both teams have had some opportunities to be able to get ahead, but not much happening yet this period. Referee calls a whistle on that one. They're going to redo that face-off. It's Ben Davis versus Chris King. His dad Terry told me once that Chris did a lot of work on his face-offs when he was
we would like to say
growing up and playing hockey.
Scott McTeer, the luckiest man in Burgoyne tonight. He takes home $640 as the winner of tonight's 50-50 draw. Congratulations, Scott McTeer.
Scott McTeer from Burgoyne wins the 50-50. Trevor Smith passes it back, and Michael Johnstone tries to clear it, but going up the side back to Trevor Smith. Now back into the corner, and it comes out to Tom Longland, over to Derek Matheson. It looks like Trevor Smith's getting it again. He does a pass way up to Jay Thompson, and Gatlin Burt comes around, smacks the ice near Gatlin Burt, which I bet he wasn't very happy about. And Matheson and Johnstone were going at it there. Johnstone lost his stick, so he skated in, and James McKeag came out. He went and grabbed that one and handily going fast up the ice. Nice plays there. Gives Visa back to Angie Mitchell. Back to Johnson, centering pass, but nobody home. Peckham scoots back really fast, and now there's quite a tussle happening there. Andy Mitchell was trying to stuff the net there, and the Durham team are taking a little bit of offense at that one.
The Winterhawks would also like to wish a happy birthday on Monday to Mac Sinclair. He is turning 60 on Monday. He is the father of Blake Sinclair. And the Winterhawks would like to wish him a happy birthday.
Blake Sinclair's dad, Mac, is having a birthday soon, so they're just wishing him happy birthday there in case you didn't hear it. They're trying to calm down that tussle with Michael Johnstone, and I think it might have been Terpstra. It's a little hard to tell from here. I can't see the numbers yet. I know Jeff McMillan was in that one too. James McKeag is going into the bench. Oh, it was with Sandercock. Interesting. And Gatlinburg kind of fell on that on the way in there. Sandercock puts it out, trying to get it, and got it to kick out. Jacob Brown puts it over to Theo Peckham. And now it comes out to Alex Kuntz. Kazarian's able to get it back to him. It's good probably with these referees to stay away from Gatlinburg at this point. And it's scooped up by Collingridge. Brought it down, a shot on Blake Sinclair, and he's going to trap it to in with another early whistle from that ref on that play. He called it before he even had it in his glove. Another line change. As the whole crowd sounding a little more grumbly here at the Plex. Whoa! Wow, that go-ahead goal goes in off the face-off. Went backwards and kind of got tipped in by I think it was number 16, Trevor Hewson. We'll see when they announce it, but that was a play that if you just blinked, you would have missed it. It was very fast off the draw there. So the Durham Thundercats are ahead. It's 3-3 now. 3-3? 3-2, okay. They're having trouble with the counter up there. I was really confusing for a second. So they've just gone ahead, and now there's going to be some pressure for the Winterhawks in order to get that one back.
Durham goal scored by number 16, Trevor Hewson.
So
assist number 23, Curtis Longland. Time of the goal, 9:22.
So that goal was scored by Trevor Hewson with an assist to Curtis Longland. That's his second point of the night. They had a lot of pressure in front of Blake Sinclair again. Another shot on goal. Lot of movement around, and Blake Sinclair isn't able to trap it, and the whistle's quickly called again. Both teams changing out their whole line. It's definitely getting grumbly. If you were here in the Plex, you'd be hearing that there's quite a mood's a little bit restless here. So Kazarian wins the draw. He's able to get control, and Trevor Smith is going to take it up the ice, passes it up to Greg Tatey and Curtis Johnston, and Alex Kuntz is going for it. Comes back out to Cujo, back to Greg Tatey. Hard slap shot from the line, gets tipped up and into the net by
let's head back to
Bert.
those lucky programs. We have a few more prizes to give away. For a Winterhawks stadium seat, courtesy of BJS Electric. Lucky program number is 1750 1750. And for a Winterhawks hat, courtesy of the Power Workers Union, lucky program number is 1739 1739.
Cujo's fighting for the puck there.
Available in the front lobby area.
There's a centering pass out, but went right to one of the Durham Thundercats players, to Hutchinson. They thought was their old teammate, Jason Hutchinson. But Kaz and Cujo are out there on their standard line. Nice centering pass there, but Bert goes around Bert. Nice try, back out, and another attempt on Bert, but he grabs it. And some tussling happening there with Curtis Johnson. Curtis Johnson, Ben Davis, Jim Hutchinson. Everybody wants a little bit of the chirping tonight, it seems like. It's good that there's 2 referees and 2 linesmen in the playoffs that can help to keep better control of the game. It's a really good feature to have this year for the playoffs, for sure. Jay Thompson has the control, drops it back to Jacob Brown. Nice shot in. Chris King is right in there trying to get it away from Bert because he didn't have any control. But good strategy by Chris, but still, the Durham team's not very happy with him for doing that. And Vi's dancing down in front of me here to the music. And now it's come back out to Chris Brown. He's on there with, and Chris is able to get it in the stick hand top corner. They had a 2-on-1. Jacob Brown was trying to defend it, but he just shot it, lifted it up, and put it right in the pocket. So now it's 4-2 for Durham Thundercats over the Saugeen Shores Winterhawks. So Andy Mitchell's line's going to have some pressure here to try to get that back. Need to do it in order to get this, change the momentum of the Durham team to back in the favor of the Winterhawks again. And they need to get the crowd behind them.
Durham goal scored by number 9, Chris Brown. Assist number 6, Kyler Nixon. Time of the goal, 11:14.
So that goal was by Chris Brown with an assist to Kevin Trumbull. And so that's Kevin Trumbull's second point of the night. He's got a goal and an assist as well. Him and Curtis Longland both have that. On the Winterhawks, Brendan Hafling. Oh, just a minute. Let's see. Nope, they've all got 1 point on it from the Winterhawks for the 2 goals. So we'll wait for the next goal and hope that that gets the momentum going for the Winterhawks. Got tipped back up to Nick Quaid. Michael Johnston scoops it up. He's coming back out with Hafling and McKaig. Got across the line. McKaig's going to try to come out in front, but it goes the whole way around the world. Gets centered out to Trevor Smith. He passes out to Mitchell, over to Hafling, and it gets dumped into the corner to McKaig. Centering pass out, stopped by Blake Sinclair. By Gallon Burt, wrong team. And shot on goal on Blake Sinclair. And Greg Tatey is able to scoop that one back out, but it gets lost going out into the blue line. Brendan Hafling's calling for a change. Greg Tatey's got it back behind the goal. He brings it out to Trevor Smith. He's Turbo seems to be bringing the puck out quite often for a defenseman. Jay Thompson, and then Trevor again, and goes Greg Tady's back again. He's going to be shooting it up to, he's trying to get it up to Brett McDermott, but it gets stopped by Terpstra from the Durham Thundercats. Now Blake's Underwood is going across. He gets a bit of a slash there from Hutchinson, not called by the ref. Some good pressure there in on Gatlin Burt with Thompson and McDermott, but it gets stopped. We got 6 minutes and 59 seconds left in the third period, and the Durham Thundercats are ahead 4-2 over the Saugeen Shores Winterhawks at the moment. Jay Thompson was able to salvage that face-off with the, and the Winterhawks have control of the puck. Nice hard shot up in the air after Jacob Brown's shot. Nice easy stop there by Blake Sinclair on a shot from out near the line. Brett McDermott's not able to get a handle on that pass up, so. And now Jacob Brown's gonna get control, pass over to Theo Peckham. Out to Jay Thompson, cross to Brett McDermott, up the ice. And a delayed offside was called there. Cueto comes up and dumps it into the corner. Kaz is going after it, and a hard shot out. Mike Smales. Anyway, it's back out, and Nick Quaid trying to pass it down to Alex Kuntz. But bouncing puck in the mid-ice, and control going back down to Jeff McMillan. Mike Smales keeping it on the side. Icing was called off there by the linesman, so Blake Sinclair just handed it off. Now they're coming up the ice again. Ryan Kazarian's got the puck. Had a couple people coming on the drive with him, but it was interrupted. And Cueto's quickly going down to be able to keep it from Houston being able to get it. A lot of back and forth play up and down the ice right now. End-to-end kind of play in this period. It's across to Turbo. He's able to get a shot, but Burt does it. And now it's going the whole way down the ice. And icing is called.
Checking the out-of-town scoreboard, playing in the WOAA in the third period. Clinton leads Tavistock 3-2.
Clinton ahead of Tavistock 3-2.
Tilsonburg leads Mapleton Minto 5-1.
Tilson over Minto
5-1. 1 period of play, Milverton leads Shallow Lake 3-0.
Milverton over Shallow Lake 3-0. Nice centering pass to Blake Underwood, and it goes off the goalpost off of Burt. Now the Winterhawks are trying to get the speed back up again. It's a nice line, good hands on this line. We got Jay Thompson and Blake Underwood and Brett McDermott out together, but Hutchinson's able to come down with it and dumps it into the corner. Blake Sinclair stops it for the regroup behind the net. Going up to Jay Thompson, but Kyler Nixon gets a handle on it. Looks like the Durham's defense strategy right now is just to try to keep everything tied up as long as possible. They're just slowing the play down and taking a lot of time with their 2-goal lead. It's probably a good strategy. Just past the 4-minute mark, 4 minutes left to play in the third period. Brett McDermott making a drive for net, trying to get that, get one closer. Andy Mitchell was trying to get out to that one, but Chris Brown gets there ahead of him. It's back out to Jacob Brown. Across to Andy Mitchell. He has two on him. And Michael Johnstone comes over to try to help him out. Bit of a battle on the boards there, but Mitchell comes out and wins. He puts it across to McKegg. It was a beautiful one. There was a total empty net, but McKegg couldn't get a handle on it. back out to Johnstone. That one would have worried Bird a lot. Then there was a nice backhanded shot by Theo Peckham, but that was stopped as well. So went up and off the net. So now there's a whistle. 3 minutes and 11 seconds left in the third. Durham still has 4 and Winterhawks 2. So it's out to Mike Smales, over to Nick Quaid. Tried to pass it up to Cujo, but it gets shot back down in the corner. And
one more prize to give away
icing's being
lucky
called.
programs for a Winterhawks apron, courtesy of Saugeen Shores Family Eye Care. Lucky program number is 1728. 1728.
2 minutes and 48 seconds left in the third. It's still 4-2 for the Durham Thundercats over Saugeen Shores Winterhawks. Nick Quaid tried to stop that one. Seemed to have broken it up a little bit.
Game 4 of this Best of 7 series goes tomorrow afternoon.
Offside called.
In Durham. It is a 2:30 start in Durham. Please note it is a 2:30 start. That is bumped up a couple of hours from the original start time. 2:30 tomorrow afternoon in Durham. Game 4, and if necessary, Game 5 here at the Plex next Friday night, an 8:30 start. Game 5 here at the Plex, an 8:30 start next Friday.
So we got news that the game tomorrow has been changed, moved up a couple hours. It's now at 2:30 in the afternoon instead of at 4:30. So if any of you were planning to go or you wanted to listen, if we're able to live stream it or watch when we're live streaming it, then definitely pay attention and be there at 2:30. If you get there at 4:30, you'll be able to watch it on the YouTube account for the Winterhawks. But you won't be able to see it live if you go watch it at 4:30. So it's gone back out to Trevor Smith. Brent McDermott's trying to get some movement there up to Jay Thompson off his skate and Andy Mitchell. It's back out, and I think 3 Winterhawks missed that puck on the way down the ice. We've got an empty net on this side. Blake Sinclair's at the net. We've got six Winterhawks out on the ice right now. We need to get some momentum down across the line. Brent McDermott makes a hard shot on that. 1 minute 25 seconds left in the game, or actually in the third period. Got to still be hopeful that the Winterhawks will be able to get it. That tip up by Trevor Smith went up over Gatlin Burt, so now we're going to try to go up and get some momentum going this way again, but Andy Mitchell wasn't able to hold on to that one, and it gets tossed back down the ice again. We're down to 1 minute left to play here in the third period.
Last minute
it's still 4-2.
In the third period.
Curtis Johnson came out with it, made a shot on net, net's off. Hit off by Burt. He hit his own net off. I don't think there was anybody else near him there. So we got 44.3 seconds left in the third period. It's still 4-2. The crowd here would really like to see the Winterhawks be able to pick something up here. So let's see if Brian Kazarian, Alex Kuntz, Michael Johnstone, Curtis Johnston, and Jacob Brown were on the ice, and Theo Peckham. But the Winterhawks have got a 30-second timeout right now, so we'll see if they can regroup and be able to just pop some in. We'll see what Jim Greaves has got up his sleeve here. I think he's the the best coach in the Winterhawks history. He's got the most wins and the least losses of anybody. So let's hope that the strategy he comes up with here is able to get them a couple into the popper so they can go ahead. It's an intense discussion over on the Durham Thundercats bench as well. Okay, so the face-off luckily is down in the Durham Thundercats end. So all 6 of the Winterhawks are out. And that was a good, important win on the face-off there by Brian Kazarian. Come back out, Theo Peckham's trying to keep it in, and it works. Blake Underwood's got it. He hands it back to, is it Brian Kazarian? Up front to Jacob Brown, who shot it in, almost tipped in by Curtis Johnson, but it goes up into the net. Blake Sinclair has got his helmet off again. Theo Peckham and not Blake Sinclair, I mean Gatlin Burt. Sometimes it's a little confusing for me because I've done the play-by-play when Blake Sinclair was playing for the Allure Rocks when they're playing against the Winterhawks, so sometimes I kind of revert back into thinking he's on the other team. Anyway, I think Gatlin Burt's taking a little time there. Just regrouping before he gets his stuff back on and gets back in the goal. So out on the ice, we've got Curtis Johnson, Jacob Brown, Blake Underwood, Brian Kazarian. I think that's Alex Kuntz is out and Theo Peckham. Theo's going back to try to beat Randy Cox to the puck, and he does. There's a fight with Brian Kazarian and a few other players over the puck. Come back out to Jacob Brown, and it gets flipped back in by Jim Hutchinson, and the game is over. The Durham Thundercats have won 4-2 over the Saugeen Shores Winterhawks. It's a very disappointed crowd here. But it's still, the Winterhawks are up in the series 2-1. So there's still good hope on being able to win the playoff series. This means that there'll be a game in Durham tomorrow, but the next one will be back here at home for the 5th game on Friday night at, I believe it's at 8:30. I'm just going to check that.
Shots on goal in the 3rd period. Durham 10 for a game total of 29. The Winterhawks 14 for a game total 40. Our Wismer House player of the game with a goal, number 4, Chris King. A reminder, game 4 in this series is tomorrow afternoon, 2:30 in Durham. And game 5 will be next Friday night, an 8:30 start here at the Plex.
So the game next week is at 8:30 here at the Plex on Friday night. Tomorrow it's at 2:30. Say it again, 2:30 in Durham. So try to get out there as long as the weather's safe for you to be able to drive. And we'll be trying to live stream it if we're able to get there with the weather. So Victoria Serta signing off as the guest play-by-play person here for the Winterhawks. Thanks. I'm getting congratulated on the way by, so that's always nice. And thanks to Doug Smith for doing the video work. It's nice to see Jordan up the booth for a change. So thanks all, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.